So I realized that I haven't done an update for July, and there is a ton of stuff to see. First of all, there's the sunflowers. Super happy. And then let's go down this way. This is my little hanging out area. I got a lot of those outdoor blankets because last month it would get kind of chilly at night. But I did that little section here. It's earned quite well. Rebecca, Black-Eyed Susan, Pat. My handy little artwork. But I have a lot of stuff that people gave to me, and I try to create little stupid things out of it. Just because it's better than to waste it. So, yes, this is suburbia, and you can always hear way more birds at my house than anywhere else. It's crazy. Sometimes I pull up into the driveway and it's just like this loud chorus. That's just a regular old container I got from Home Depot or something for cement mixing. And it works really well. It's easy to dump, easy to clean. Could be a lot more attractive if I wanted it to be, but it's more utility. And you see, I live in a subdivision. I have a decent sized yard. It's not quite half an acre. It's like 0.09 less than a half. But as you can see, critters come and take this down every night. I bought that at a secondhand shop, and then I bought this like online, super cheap. And this is what's really interesting is I have all of these piles of wood, but you think, oh, they're so gross. They're not. Birds live in them. And then I put a little bit, not a ton, a little bit of like weed covering. So that is for nesting, and there's also seeds. So I've been collecting stuff that's gone to seed that I need to clean up a bit. I put it all in here. In the winter they can rummage through and find seeds. This little area back here actually is, as you can see, one of those window wells covered in logs. I don't know if anybody's living in there. I stay way far away from it. And I think that if anything, there's probably something that's dug a burrow underneath. The cats like to visit in there too, so who knows. But all of these log piles have been getting golden oyster mushrooms volunteer. They're just popping up. Usually I cut them up and put them in something. I let these go. I had so many, but look, here's some that are still good. There you go. See that? I get probably a couple pounds of those every year. But here is the bee balm. Now, if you go back 5 years, you'll see I have it in there. There's not nearly this many flowers, but it's grown a very, very, very large section of this, and it attracts hummingbirds. I have seen, what's that, hummingbird moth or something. He's been here. There's a butterfly on one right now, or a moth. Where'd you go? The bee There's the moth. Butterfly, maybe. So I can just come out here at any time and I will see 10 or 12 species of birds, butterflies, bees. I mean, it's way different than the other people around here, you know. If you want your home to be shared with critters, you gotta kind of get used to it, but it's beautiful and it's peaceful. So I've made this area the grotto. But I know that, like, you see, I've got some birdhouses up there too. I'm gonna move those out so they're easier to clean. But there are at least 4 birdhouses that I put up out of, I don't know, 30 probably, that I know for a fact are raising babies. One of them was a wren, and one of them is a bluebird. Another one is a wren. I don't know what else. I try to stay away from everything. I just kind of have areas that I just don't touch. Look at that. There's the hummingbird. You see him in there? What? Oh, there's the other bird. Oh, there's the hummingbird. He really likes this tree. I don't know if they nest up there. He's chasing this other bird away. See him? Okay, false sunflowers. Those are doing really well. Now this whole garden area I have planted and planted and planted and planted and planted. This year I'm getting serious. This whole thing has got a whole bunch of new stuff in it, and I'm hoping next year I can show you a video of how it finally freaking worked out instead of everything dying. This tree, this little section of trees, they like all grew up around this fence at some point before I bought the house. But the root system down here, this is what I'm dealing with. And so I've been digging and moving and watering and shifting and removing, but basically it's just a dry, crumbly area. Lots of sand and dirt and rock. So I try to change that. But I don't put a huge amount of money in it. I put more work into it than money, you know? Sometimes that's the better route. Or at least just for a hobby it is. There's Mickey. I like to use these large stones for like little tabletops. Just give things something to stand on. I got another one back here. That's an old evergreen. I had to trim up a bit. The deer eat it up every year, but I put this tabletop on it. It's like has a slope, so it'll put the water down, change the pattern down toward here. You can see there's a flower up against that, but not a lot. But you probably guess that it might be an extra flower or something next year, and maybe not. But look at all this larkspur. That's all from seed this year. And then that's Mickey. What doing, Mickey? You want to tell them all about the birds? Do you like the birds? Mickey likes birds. Yeah. And there's stuff in here that's being taken care of. That's a little doctor spot. For some reason I had a coral bells just freaking end up like it's dying. So I stuck it in there to try and heal it, but I don't think it's gonna work. It probably has some sort of critter in its roots. As you can tell, I'm not super smart about plants. I just do the best I can. It's just a hobby. So this is a pokeweed. You may not be interested in having these, but this grows from nothing to a tree little tree with these gorgeous flowers, and then it turns into what looks like grapes. It has a wisteria thing going on. But look how the stalks are red and they're very thick. And so that is a Native American plant, and I'm guessing those are exactly the kind of stems that Native American bees will use for homes. And I know for a fact that these are the last fruit of the season, and they usually don't get eaten in the fall. They usually get eaten in the winter. The berries dry up. But I do see some get eaten in the fall. Mostly the winter. So there's that, and that's probably too long of a video.